In a quiet house on a quiet street, something was wrong. The lights were low, the air thick with unspoken words. This is a story about trust, and how love, when unhealthy, can feel like a cage. In this home, secrets grew in the shadows, like weeds in a perfect garden. Even in loving families, things aren't always what they seem. People hide their fears, and when secrets come out, they can break everything. This is what happens when caring turns into controlling. The home belonged to Karen and her daughter, Amy. To outsiders, their life was a dream. But inside, a different story was unfolding. It started with little things. A question that felt like an accusation, a look that lingered too long. These are the small cracks before the earthquake. In this house, the whispers were getting louder every day. Love is supposed to make you feel safe. But what happens when it starts to hurt? This is about a mother's love that became a heavy chain, and a daughter's need for freedom seen as betrayal. Where is the line between protection and possession? This isn't just one family's story, it's a problem many face. The need to let go, the fear of being forgotten, these are powerful emotions. If you don't deal with them, they'll take over your life and those you love. So let's pull back the curtain on this quiet house. Let's step into the shadows and see the truth, because only the truth can set you free. Are you ready to face it? On the surface, Karen and Amy were the perfect mother-daughter pair. They were best friends, always seen together, gardening, shopping, laughing. After her husband passed away, Karen poured everything into raising Amy. She worked hard to give Amy a life without worry. In her mind, her only job was to protect Amy. Amy adored her mother, seeing her as a hero. Their bond was forged in shared grief and mutual reliance. Their home was filled with photos, a museum of their memories. Amy never needed many friends. Her mom was her confidant and biggest fan. Every night, they'd share tea and talk about their day. There were no secrets, at least, that's how it seemed. But perfect pictures are often one-dimensional. They don't show the anxieties or hidden fears that can grow in even the closest relationships. While everyone admired their bond, no one saw the cracks beneath. The love was real, but fragile, and about to be tested. The perfect picture was about to crack. Amy felt suffocated. The love that was once comforting now felt like a heavy weight. The perfect bond was fraying and neither knew how to stop it.
The world isn't safe, Amy. People will pretend to be your friend, but they'll hurt you.
These comments stung, leaving Amy guilty and confused. The nightly tea ritual became stressful, filled with Karen's warnings.
I thought we were spending tonight together. I guess your friends are more important now.
Amy started taking calls in her room, door closed. Karen's anxiety grew as summer faded, insisting on spending every moment together. When Amy chose friends over her, Karen acted hurt.
Who was that? What did you talk about? Are you sure you can trust her?
The change began when college acceptance letters arrived. For Amy, they were tickets to a new life. For Karen, they brought unease. Amy's excitement was met with Karen's forced smiles and shadowed eyes. The tension was subtle at first. Questions that felt like interrogations, lingering glances. The words hit Karen hard. Instead of understanding, she felt betrayed. All her sacrifices, was this how Amy felt? Her fear curdled into anger. She saw Amy as ungrateful and secretive. She didn't see her own role in creating this pain. The envelope of secrets had been opened, but instead of clarity, it brought a dangerous misunderstanding. The stage was set for a devastating confrontation. The cracks in their relationship were now wide open. The love that once held them together was now tearing them apart. Karen's need for control had crossed a line. Amy's need for freedom had become a threat. The next chapter would change everything. The storm was about to break.
I can't breathe. She's always watching me. I love her, but I feel like I'm in a prison. I can't wait to leave, just to have a moment to myself.
Karen began crossing lines, checking Amy's computer history, searching her room. One day she found a hidden envelope, a photo of Amy with a boy, and a USB drive. Driven by fear, Karen listened to the audio file.
Was it a boy? Was she getting into trouble?
As Amy pulled away, Karen's anxiety spiraled into suspicion. She couldn't understand Amy's need for privacy. Privacy meant secrets, and secrets meant danger. The words hung in the air, raw and painful. The confrontation had broken something between them, and the pieces lay scattered in their once happy home.
You don't want to protect me. You want to control me. I love you, but I'm suffocating.
I have every right. I'm your mother. I have to protect you. You think I'm a prison? After everything I've done, this is how you thank me?
The argument they'd avoided for months exploded.
You went through my room? That's my life, Mom. It's private. You have no right.
What is this? Who is this boy? What else are you hiding from me, Amy?
The house was silent when Amy came home, but it was a heavy, angry silence. Karen waited in the living room, the photograph and USB drive laid out like evidence. The police warned that if conflicts continued, there could be legal consequences. This was no longer just a family argument, it was a crisis. The knock on the door was a wake-up call. They couldn't fix this alone, help was needed. The path forward would be hard, but it had to start now.
Love and control are not the same. Karen, your intentions may come from love, but Amy needs space to grow. Amy, it's okay to ask for boundaries.
The argument reached a fever pitch, loud enough for a neighbor to call the police. Minutes later, flashing lights cut through the darkness. A sharp knock silenced the fight. Karen and Amy froze. Their private war was about to become public. 2 officers and a social worker, Miss Davis, entered the home. The officers explained they'd received a call about a disturbance. The presence of strangers was a shock. Shame replaced anger. Their perfect family image was shattered. Miss Davis spoke to them separately, listening to Karen's fears and Amy's desperation for freedom. For the first time, their feelings were heard by someone impartial. Miss Davis explained the seriousness of the situation, boundaries, privacy, and healthy relationships. Therapy gave them tools to set boundaries and communicate. Amy gained the right to privacy. Own fear of being forgotten.